Well, Jerry, a topsy-turvy game, is it one where you're frustrated you haven't picked up the 3 points, or happy with a point against a team higher than you?
No, massively frustrated. I thought our game plan worked. It looked a different Bath City out there today for a couple of reasons. Personnel obviously dictated to how we played today. We had no right back. Listen, when we're missing Cody Cook, Alex Fletcher, Chris Lyons, Joe Rains, that's 4 massive players for us. And that's where we are. That's the reality of where we are. I speak about it quite often now, but when we were 5th or 6th in the league after that incident, whatever we were that night, we were flying, everything was good, but we lose key players. And the problem we got at the moment is it's not necessarily scoring the goals, it's defensively. We can't seem to can't seem to defend set pieces. That's a real frustration of mine. And albeit the last one, I thought the ref's done us a little bit. I thought it was a foul on Luke Spokes before that ball's gone back up into them. We've tried to break away. Luke's got fouled, he's not picked it up, he's come back in, and we've obviously given away a foul. But then you've got to defend the free kick, Marcus. It's nothing more than a ball's going to be stood up in the far post. I think we should maybe overload that area a bit more. And then it's desire from players that you've got to go and head that first contact. And if your first one doesn't, then the second one we have to react to it because he tapped it in from 2 yards. We all seem to be stranded and stuck on the goal line, don't come out, don't engage. The first goal was very much like that, free kick. It bounced back out, and I think it was just Jack Batten who reacted to try and stop the ball going in. Now, saying all that, what a fantastic game plan we had today. We worked it out. We played with wing backs. We played Elliott in a right wing back role, which is really difficult for a left-footed player to do. Hopefully that pleases the plan A, plan B people, because that's just a load of nonsense as well. If they watch our games and they're intelligent enough to watch our games, they'll understand I tweak it and change it on regular occasions. And today we dictated that we go with wing backs, and we did. And I thought they carried out the game plan superbly, but the goals are really frail again. So a point, we haven't lost the game, but really it should have been 3. How late that goal went in, it should have been 3 points.
The goal scored Sonny Cox 2 on his first start. I thought he took his first one exceptionally well. He was very calm for an 18-year-old going round the keeper and rolled it in. He got a slice of luck for the second one, but I think he deserved it.
Well, it's the same old adage, Mark, you don't shoot, you don't score. I always often talk to our strikers about it, or midfielders. If there's someone in front of you, then try your luck, because it's only going to go off their knee or shin. You don't know where it's going to go. You might win a corner. He deserved that luck. I thought he was fantastic the whole game. Him and Scott worked ever so hard in a narrow shape as 2 strikers. I thought his first goal, I thought he'd gone too far with it, and what a clever bit of composure that is with his left foot, just to slide that one in there. Really good. Obviously he wins the penalty as well, and we've got to talk about that, because I don't want to pull out Scotty because he's big enough and brave enough to go and take it. It's almost the perfect penalty. It's hit the underside of the bar, but obviously it's come back out. He'll be disappointed because that would have sent us 3-1, that's game 1. Sonny does really well to win it in the first instance and get across the defender in the box. But really the game should have been put to bed at that moment. And then you have that little feeling, don't you, after that, even though there's only 4 or 5 minutes left, are they going to get an opportunity? But that's where we need to be organised and strong. No one again has beat us in open play. There's no fantastic goals scored against us. I think they're poor goals that we conceded, which very similar to the Chippenham game.
We mentioned the forward players. Cody Cook, I believe, was his operation today. Do you know any update on when possibly he's going to return?
No, it's just an injection. Okay. So that'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So we'll have to literally see if that hits the spot. It's a pelvic sort of problem. We've sort of taken out the problem that it may be a hernia. We don't know if it is or not. We don't think so. He's had a couple of scans, so he can get through with that. But it's this pelvic problem he's having, so which is really, really hard to identify and sort of track down. So we're hoping this injection hits the spot and he's okay, and we'll bring him back in. He's been doing some very light training and running. He hasn't struck a ball yet, so obviously he's going to be a way off. Chris Lyons was really ill overnight, cold sweats, couldn't come in. Joe Rains has done his hamstring. And that's where we are, Mark. We can't bring in any other bodies. The only ones we can bring in is people like Sonny, who've done brilliant for a young lad of 18 years of age to come in today and perform like that. And his first start for Bath City is very good. But like I say, we've got to get back to being able to defend our goal properly. And at the moment, we're making some funny decisions in it. I think the free kick, we don't engage the first one, and then they get in as well, and we dive in on the box first and foremost. And then James has to go and do that because they're going to score. So we're not staying on our feet, we're not working our feet well enough. And like I said, it's not the first phase, it's often the second phase we're not reacting to, we're staying flat-footed. And good defenders want to go and react to that and stop it going in their goal. So again, 2 goals conceded, it gives you a mountain really to climb, even though we were ahead in the game at 2-1. like I said, it should have been a 3 point sat here tonight. But we haven't lost the game. That's key. We really haven't. And you're right. Worthing are a good side. Listen, they move the ball really well. We've had to set up different to play against them, and I thought we did that really well. Our distances were terrific. Number of occasions we caught them on counter attacks because we had to stay patient and wait for those moments. Didn't quite get the final ball right, but we had some really good moments in that. And yeah, we showed full respect to them. Even though we were at home, we played in a way where we stayed condensed and compact, and didn't want to get beaten open play, and we didn't.
I think a few years ago, had we played a midweek game on a working day at 3 o'clock, we would have had maybe about 300 or 400. Have over 1,000 here. You can see the smile emanating on your face now.
Yeah.
It's so pleasing to end 2022 in that style.
It's fantastic, honestly. I mean, I've just said it in the bar there in the interview. It's Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock, you're right, midweek. Some people at work, as the game started, I thought, well, there's not going to be many, and then it just filled up and filled up. It's brilliant. Credit to our fans, that's brilliant. I want to say a massive thank you on a Thursday to come out. And I know a lot of people were opposed to it, and people try and stir up trouble. They'll go, oh, why are they doing that? And they're asking questions of the football club. Well, don't need the nonsense again. Let's do what we're doing. And we've proved today that I know some people couldn't make it, but 1,000 could. And that's the way it is. We have to get this game in. And we've got a few games that we have to get in as well. You know, the Slough one's still got to go in, and we've got Hampton's got to go in. Dulwich has got to go in. So Nelsey and Tickenham's got to go in. So we've got to play these games at some point. Decision was made and it's proved the right one. So hopefully those people then go on and say these little messages about well done to the football club and congratulations for our fans turning up over 1,000, because I like to remain positive. And the positive thing here tonight, Mark, is we weren't beat against Worthing. And I know I've criticised our goals against, but we're now halfway through the season, 23 games, and we've got 31 points. Of course, we haven't got what we think we probably deserve up until all those things happen for us. We've had a hell of a lot of bad luck, as you know. We've had a big issue to deal with, which is still affecting everyone massively. And we'll continue to work together to be better. And hopefully we'll have a really good second part of the season. We've got a great game over at Chippenham to look forward to. They'll know they're not going to get a Bath City that they saw here on Boxing Day, that's for sure, and I guarantee that. And I know we'll probably take 500 fans over there, and I know we'll be vocal like they were today. So, yeah, some really positives to finish on there. Looking forward to a good FA Trophy game. I'll go and watch them on the 2nd as well up there. And let's get all these games in and let's go out there and try and perform in the same way, because the overall performance I thought was great. Key moments of defending wasn't great from set pieces, and we'll work on that in training.
I wish you a Happy New Year, and we'll see you at Harden Hewish.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.